Quick tower garden tip. When is a cage necessary? When isn't it necessary? The tower garden trio comes with one cage for 3 towers. So first I want to give you an overview of my tower. You can see I have a cucumber plant coming out, and it's caged, or it's actually on wire cages that I put in the ground. And I have a yellow squash and I have tomatoes. So on this tower, a cage is very useful, and I'll show you how. First of all, you want to make sure that your plants all have plenty of room to grow, and that means pruning some of the leaves and making sure that the plants are kind of separated. So what I did is I made sure that this tomato is resting on top of the cage, and as it grows out, I'll thread it onto a cage outside of the tower. But that way it's not growing right into my yellow squash. My yellow squash, when the leaves pop out, I'm actually tucking them under the cage here, so the leaves all stay contained between these 2 bars. And I'm also cutting off any extra leaves. Like I cut off an extra leaf there that was getting in the way of the tomato plant. Over here I have another tomato plant coming off, and you can see where I cut off some of the branches that were coming off. Anything between the pot and the edge of the tower I want to keep trimmed so that it doesn't turn into a jungle in here. And then I'm directing, and actually this guy kind of flipped over because he was actually growing into my yellow squash, so I pulled him out and directed him this way. When the sun comes out, his leaves will flip back over to reach the sun and he'll grow just fine. But then I want to put him on a wire cage. So I have this, and then also my cucumber plant, and you can see I've also removed any leaves, buds, or anything like that that are coming off. And I did have a big chunk of the cucumber plant again that was growing into the yellow squash, and as painful as it was, I removed it. I'll show you. Here it is. This one was growing right into it, and I even took off a little cucumber, but not to worry, there are scores of cucumbers coming out of this plant. One plant gives you lots of cucumbers. Really, one cucumber plant can be enough for a family to eat a cucumber every couple days. If you want more than that, plant 2 cucumbers. So that's my cucumber tip. When's a cage necessary? Oh, and by the way, this is the older cage. The newer cage that came out is metal reinforced, a lot better quality than the older cage. So thanks for watching my tower garden tip.